Hello, today we are going to see what is ply fill spinning. Ply fill spinning gives us a doubled yarn. Um, just like there are two other competitors for it. We have seen doubled yarn in our alternate spinning systems. Only two other processes provided it, and one is twist spinning, which is Cyro and Duospun, and the second one is Repco. So these are the only two other systems under alternate spinning systems that give us a two-fold yarn or a double yarn. But ply fill spinning has become more popular than the other two. So let us see how this works. Alternate spinning systems do not provide any solution to double yarns or an alternate to the double yarn production, because the double yarn produced via the ring spinning system, after ring spinning the bobbins are taken onto a assembly winder, then to a doubler, and the yarn that it produces is very good. So the others were not able to compete with the ring spinning process, whereas ply fill has got its own advantages. Let us see what they are. So we have already gone through the false twist principle, and we know it. This kind of a system inserts a real twist, and false twist is inserted uh, the principle is stated here via these two diagrams. If the fibers are clamped on two sides and rotated from the center, finally when you remove the twister, there will be no twist in the yarn. It will be straight. But if you were to give some movement, what happens is, as soon as the material comes out of the false twister, there is no twist in this particular material. And how this has been used on Murata jet spinning system, we have seen it, we've already seen it. And that Murata jet system is actually used in ply fill. So let us see the passage, and before that let us see how this process works. Ply fill yarn is somewhat softer, fuller and more open. This is actually in comparison with the uh, double yarn produced via the ring spinning route. However, ply fill yarn has the same strength as conventional ply twisted yarn and is very even. So this is a direct competitor to a double yarn. The ply fill process is particularly suitable for medium and fine plied yarns and is therefore a direct competitor of ring spinning and twist spinning, that is Cyro. Draw frame slivers provide the feedstock here. These are passed through file and drafting arrangement with a draft of around 350. Let us just look at a passage. Passage is very simple. What you see here is a drafting arrangement, and whatever material comes out, these are the two marked as B here. They are two different systems which is similar to the MJS, where you will, when the yarn comes out of the system, you will get two bundled yarns here, separate ones. And what is done is, these two are brought together at C over here. They're just brought together and nothing else is done over this. They are not twisted, nothing. So individually they produce, these two heads produce two single yarn of enough strength that are brought at C, and then yarns are brought together, as I said, at C, and it is taken up onto the take up rollers. So this particular system provides a sort of double yarn, not complete double yarn. You may have to go for another twisting process after this. And what you can do is, you can use the final package, that the cheese that is being produced here, you can put it directly onto a doubler, or you can feed it to a 2-for-1 twister, which we will learn later. Both these systems we have to learn in detail in the other section of our syllabus. And because this package can be taken directly onto a doubler or a 2-for-1 twister, we are eliminating the middle process, that is the assembly stage of winding. When we see doubler, we will see that we require one more intermediate stage between ring frame and a doubler, which is known as the assembly winding on the assembly winder. So that particular stage is eliminated here. Same goes for 2-for-1 twister also. The wrapping fibers, in this case, suppose I take this yarn, that assembled yarn by this ply fill method, and I give it one more twisting process after that, then what would happen is all the wrapping fibers also would get untwisted, and all the fibers that are there in both the yarns will lie straight. And because you're giving a second twisting, you will get a plied yarn which is softer when you compare it with the doubled yarn made by the normal conventional doubler method. The twisting step may require lower twist levels to get a plied yarn, and therefore what you can achieve is a higher delivery speed, and therefore cost cut might be there, so you would be able to get a cheaper yarn because of this high delivery speeds. So spinning positions are 2200, winding positions 10 to 50. You can see it is half winding positions because for each double yarn I will require two feed heads at the back, so it is half. Then delivery speed is 150 to 250. Raw material could be cotton, synthetic fibers or blends up to 90 mm. It is similar to the Murata Airjet spinning system. The conditions are similar because we are having the same system which is giving us bundled yarn, and then we are bringing them together. The count range, as you can see, it is for Murata Jet also it was in the finer count range, and the two singles are then taken and doubled. So this is the count range that you will get. Feedstock is draw frame sliver. The yarn type that we get over here, the final yarn, is applied bundle yarn of low strength. Folded yarn characteristics, once you take this bundled or assembled yarn package, which is a cheese, and you put it through another one more twisting process, what you get is a even, strong and somewhat soft, and the fibers lie parallel in this particular plied yarn. The field of use is shirts and underwear. The advantages here are this process is very economical, and roving frame is eliminated because you're feeding sliver straight away, and also as we have seen assembly winding, which would be a intermediary stage in producing double yarn in the conventional method, this stage would be eliminated, and because of this also you will have a lot of saving um, because of these two eliminations. So this is Plyfill. It is a very simple method. Once you have understood Murata Jet, this is very simple. So we can see the chart how much we have covered. So with this we have completed under false twist process two nozzle airjet spinning, because both Murata Jet and Plyfill will use two of such Murata Jet systems in its passage. So both actually come under the same, but one of them produces, the Murata Jet produces bundled single yarn, and this will produce a assembled yarn or a double thread made up or consisting of two bundled single yarns. And twist in the yarn would be core is twist free, wrapping fibers have twist, we have already seen. And in both these systems, Plyfill as well as Murata Jet, the twisting is done by air nozzles, and so it is an aerodynamic wrapping. So under this false twist process, we have just one more process that is left to be learnt, and that is drift 3, which is somewhat familiar and similar to drift 2 here, which comes under friction spinning, but it is grouped under a different process group open end. And while here you will see drift 3 is put under false twist process group. Why it is grouped like this or classified like this, we will only understand after we understand drift 3 spinning. So once we complete this, this entire row would be complete. Also, one more thing to observe in the chart is, as I already mentioned, there are only two other methods, that is twofold yarns that are given by alternate spinning system. One is twist spinning method, which we have seen already, which is a twofold yarn you will get, and also the rubbing technique, under which the commercial name was Repco, which gave the twofold yarn or a double yarn. So 1, 2, and today what we learned is the third one, Plyfill, which will give us a doubled yarn. No other process under alternate spinning will give you a double yarn, only these three, and all others will give us single yarn only, but of different types and structures, which we will see as we go ahead. Okay. So Thank you.